thank our top guest sponsors, Legacy Funeral Home, and Desiree Family Medicine of Gold Canyon.
One hot.
Big thank you to our Black Level sponsors, Arizona Smile Center, and Evans, Dove, Nelson, Fish, and Greer. Thank you so much for supporting Highland Hawk football.
Alhambra, so far in this game, the Lions have actually had 4 penalty flags and they've run plays. That being their 4th misconduct of the game. They keep moving back. That's 3 consecutive penalty flags now, fresh out of a timeout. I'm sure that's not what the opposing coaching staff likes to see. Remains second in about 15 as Alhambra trots back to their own 2-yard line. I'm sure might see a little bit of blitz action right now. Crockett in the shotgun. A corner cheats up for Highland. Will take it, hand it off, another flag. And it's another false start on Alhambra. 4 consecutive false starts on the Lions, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot. Already down in a 21-0 hole. The clock is running at this current juncture as we cross over the 9-minute mark in the first quarter. Crockett gets instructions from his sideline and heads to the huddle to relay them to his team. Hopefully this time they can stand still and execute long enough to get the playoff. John Z. Washington, the running back, set up with his heels on the white of the back of the end zone. Crockett will roll to his right. He's in trouble. Chased. Rolling out. Throws it on the run. Into traffic. It's almost caught. Isaiah Sanchez had 2 hands on the ball but couldn't haul it in. Nice throw from Crockett under duress. When it's all said and done, it falls harmlessly to the turf for an incompletion and brings up a 3rd and 15. The ball could not closer to the end zone. The nose just an inch or so beyond the white of the goal line. Clock running. Actually now it stops with 8 minutes and 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Highland's defense has been stout so far, as all that's happened in this game to this point is that the Lions have moved in the wrong direction with negative yardage so far on 2 drives. Crockett will take the snap in the gun. Drops back. Screen pass. Washington has it with blockers. Jumps out to the right. Bounces off a tackle or 2 before being swung down close to the mark to gain. I believe, though, he will be short by about 3 yards.
Hey, we'd like to apologize for some of our technical difficulties going on earlier on in this game. We did not have audio for you for the first 4 or so minutes of this game, but have missed a lot of action. 21-0 to reset the score here. It's Alhambra, the 4th and 4 situation. Inside the red zone. Once again, Alex Gall with you. My partner who's been taking over play-by-play right now because I've been trying to fix those difficulties is Peyton Gallagher, doing a fantastic job, and we're glad to be with you. It's the week 1 of the 2019 Arizona high school football season. The Alhambra Lions traveling to Highland High School to face your Highland Hawks tonight. 8-1-0. Started first play, Peyton, at 95-yard kick return touchdown. Number 1, Drew Tanner.
Yeah, Alex, last night we were on hand for the junior varsity game. Saw just how important to this program special teams can. In that game, they executed a fake extra point, a fake punt, and had some great kick return. Tonight, First play, what do we see? Great special teams. They run back, touchdown. Very next play, everybody hauls tail down there for Highland, gets the ball carrier on the kickoff, and they force a fumble. Special teams is always an important facet for a team. If you win special teams in any game, you're going to have a shot. Highland is doing everything in their power to make sure that they are in the best position to win this ball game. They certainly ensured that right now. They're up 21-0.
21-0 is our score, like you said, Peyton. 7 minutes and 22 seconds are on the clock in the first quarter of play, and this one started off fast.
Three still hot.
That might be true Tanner back field punt.
It's fumbled on the snap. Gets a little one away. It bounces. It gets a friendly roll. The Alhambra 44-yard line, and that's where Highland will start their drive. Good field position, but it could have been a lot worse if you're Alhambra.
That is about the best possible out to get close to, I want to say, 30 yards out of a punt that bounced 10 yards into a path down the field. Got to be very grateful if you are Andy Perez, Hunter, and the rest of this team. First time tonight we'll actually get to see the defense try and defend the field and the offense for Highland try and move down it.
And to reset the offense, the quarterback this season for your Highland Hawks is number 12, Gage Daly, 5'9" sophomore. He's a first-year starter. His coach, Brock Farrell, has raved about him in the offseason, says he's made throws in practice that no other quarterback has in his 3 years at Highland. First and 10, and a nice completion over the middle. He spins off a defender, and he might be gone to the 10-yard line, and he is gone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Hawks.
Well, Coach talked to us about how he wanted his receivers to work on their speed with the track team this offseason. If what Zach Schroeder just did was indicative of that progress, I'm impressed. What a burst down the sideline for the young man who only had a couple catches last year. He's already got one big one in 2019.
Had one touchdown, and he did something very similar to that on that 32-yard completion against Desert Ridge last season. 2 receptions on the year last season for 54 yards. But in the offseason, he set a school record, the 300 hurdles, 38-second time at the Mesa Community College State Meet. Going after is good from Highland, and it's now 28-0 in favor of your Highland Hawks. Jackson Ray has been perfect from the place-kicking spot tonight. 4 tries, 4 makes. It's 28-0 Highland.
Let me put something in perspective for all you guys listening at home and for everybody in our booth. At the current pace that Highland has scored the football, they are on track to score over 200 points and still have about half a quarter left to play. It has been a dream start, an absolute dream start for the Hawks so far in this young season, and an absolute nightmare for Alhambra.
Been talking about this offense. We talked a little bit about in the pregame that you didn't get to hear, of course, but this offense is turning over a lot from last season. We talk about Gage Daly coming in as the starting quarterback, and we also talk about a new running back taking over the starting duties. Max Wood was the third-string running back last year, carried 61 times for 598 yards, and he's coming back this season as the team's starting running back.
He's already got 2 touchdowns, Daniel does, on this young season. He probably couldn't ask for a better start. Those are 2 of the easier touchdowns he'll get. Buffing up those numbers when award season rolls around at the end of the year, he won't forget this game.
Interesting note about Wood, he also starts at outside linebacker, and we haven't seen Highland's defense on the field too much. We will see them here as it's going to be a touchback. Jackson Ray on the kickoff, and Alhambra will start their drive.
Just a note here, Alex, on so far in this game, every single time that Highland has touched the football, they have scored. Aside from the punt that was ruled dead before a Highland player can grab it, Highland has scored 4 touchdowns on a kick return and 3 offensive snaps. Absolute phenomenal.
First and 10 for Alhambra, and they're going to try and get their first down of the evening.
Now the long truck back down.
Alex, they had a little bit of success with this game on the last drive. Look, as we go back.
Takes the snap. Little screen pass to his running back. Trying to hit the hole, and it's stopped. Stopped short of the line, and it's a loss of a couple on 1st and 10.
John Z. Washington has the ability to make a guy or two miss, but when he's stacked up that deep in the backfield by 3 or 4 black shirts, it's game over really before the play begins. A great exhibition by the defense here of Highland of rallying to the football and keeping contained.
Quarterback for Alhambra is number 9, Chico Crockett, the 5'11 junior. I believe, I don't have verification on this, Peyton, he is the coach's son.
I believe that is true. He was a large part of this offense last year, of course, had to share the reins at quarterback with another player on this Alhambra roster. This team went 2-8 last year, so not completely out of their own depth playing this game here, but Chico Crockett has had experience. Right now, this isn't the kind of experience he's trying to build.
2nd and 16 after the loss of 6 on 1st down, trying to go over the middle, jumping up for and nearly picked off. Jumped the route. Oh, incomplete.
Crockett looking down the field, sliding out of the pocket. Good job there. His eyes down the field. Put the ball in a good place, frankly, Alex. You want to put that jump ball in a place where your receiver can make a play, but nobody else can. He did that. The receiver just didn't make a play on the football.
Intended receiver was number 84, Tony Miller, and it's now 3rd and 16 for Alhambra from their own 15-yard line. 5:58 to go in quarter number 1, and we're glad you're with us here in the Highland Hawks TV network, game 1 of the 2019 season. And Peyton, what an atmosphere here as we go into another 3rd and 16 play.
The home section absolutely sold out, blacked out with this blackout crowd tonight. It's been an electric atmosphere for what has been a very fun game so far for Highland fans.
Crockett alone in the backfield, 5 receivers. You think this is going to be a pass play, Peyton?
I would guess so, yes, Alex.
Takes the snap, 5 receivers trying to throw one to the left side, and it's nearly picked off. And jumping the route, it's incomplete. Highland was close to another one. In the area was Highland's number 18, Amon Allen, the 6'2 junior. Didn't start last season on this squad. He's making a start here tonight. 190 at the free safety position, and that's really good right there how he jumped that route. 4th and 16.
Highland let the dogs loose on that play as they really got after Crockett. First time tonight they brought a blitz, and it was a linebacker A-gap blitz right up the middle. Crockett under duress, had to throw it away. He's lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Andy Rodriguez is the puncher. He punted away, caught at the 40-yard line, nearly taken away, and I think it will be taken away. Fumble punt, and it looks like Alhambra gets their first break of the game. 1st and 10, Alhambra, their own 41-yard line.
Special teams circus so far tonight, Alex. We've seen fumbles by both teams. We've seen an almost blocked punt. We've seen a kick return for a touchdown. What else are we going to see next?
Not really sure what you are in a game like this. 28-0 for Highland, and they make one of their first big mistakes of the ball game on a muff punt.
And okay, yes, you are down 28-0, but if you're going to be down 28-0, might as well have it happen quick. For Alhambra, this is a big break. This game is not quite over yet. They can muster some offense, get some points on the board this drive.
Alhambra comes out in the shotgun formation. Crockett is the quarterback. He takes the snap. Crockett looks to the left on the screen play. They got some good blocks set up on the left side of the field, and he's taken down short of the 50-yard line, but a nice gain on 1st and 10. One of the biggest plays so far for this Lion offense.
So far in this game, Alhambra has been able to muster positive yardage on offense only twice. Both times, though, coming on screens. It looks like this offense wants to use deception to get this defense upfield before getting their playmakers the ball.
Receiver on that one was Kyron Samuels, number 23 for the Lions. He'll line up the near side of your screen on this next play. Might have been 24, Keyshawn Tom. Shotgun formation on 2nd and 5 from their own 47-yard line. Crockett takes the snap, takes the handoff, throws it up the screen to the left side, right side of the field, far side, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Intended one right there, Isaiah Sanchez, one of the team captains for this Lions squad. He was taken down behind the line, sets up a 3rd and long for the Lions.
Treese is the one who made that play as he shot out of that middle linebacker position to shut it down in the backfield. Big third down for Alhambra here. We'll see if they continue to use those screens. It's only worked about a third of the time so far for them tonight. They've thrown a couple passes vertically and have been close a couple times as well to completing the big ball. So we'll see how much liberty Crockett has here on a third down.
14 total tackles in 2018 for Treese. Alone in the backfield is the quarterback, Crockett. 5 receivers out there, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the snap, 5-step drop, and he's blitzed. He has 5 guys around him. He just falls down at his own 30-yard line. It's a big sack for Highland. Coming in on it was the defensive end, number 90, Kyle Olson. 8 total tackles in 2018, and he opens his account here in 2019.
Kyle Olson, the one making the play. It could have been about 5 different players for Highland. Right there, a busted screen. They were looking for the tunnel screen where the receiver comes inside the hashes, looks for the ball with blockers in front of him, but Highland had it covered up, and Crockett just had to bite that one and take the sack.
4th down and 22 for Alhambra. They're pinned at their own 30-yard line. Started this first down in series of downs at their own 41-yard line after receiving the kick, getting the punt. Off punt from Highland. See what they do here. Line up in punt formation. 1 man back there to receive the punt for Highland. Punt is away, and it's fielded. Trying to make a cutback, and he is going to make a good one. It gets to the 40 of Alhambra before being taken out of bounds. On the return for Highland, number 7, Tyler Crandall, was second best last season on the squad. 43 receptions for just shy of 450 yards. 3 touchdowns as well last season, and 2 receptions in that big state game against Chandler last season. 20 yards.
Noah Burdick, the main man in the offense last year. Now it's Crandall's show.
Daly under center in a single back formation with 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Step back, 15 on the play clock. They got plenty of time. Play is whistled dead.
Already our 7th or 8th penalty in this game. All of them so far have come against Alhambra.
12 men on the field assessed to the Alhambra Lions. That marches Highland ever so closer to that 5th touchdown in 1 quarter of play. 2:51 to go. Another single back set. The quarterback, Gage Daly, 1st and 5 from the 34-yard line. He hands it off, trying to bounce to the outside, and he will. That's Max Davis, and he's got some room to run. Cuts back at the 10-yard line. He's in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Hawks. Max Davis, the 5'11 junior, opens his account on the season. Rushed for 113 yards last season against Desert Ridge, and there's his first touchdown of 2019.
Immediate pressure there up the middle. Jose Rodriguez was in there on the play, could not tackle Davis, and he took advantage of the opportunities. He skirted around the left side and took it to the house. 4 offensive snaps for Highland, 4 touchdowns.
Jackson Ray in for the extra point. It's up, and it is good. 2:42 to go, and the Highland Hawks lead it 35-0 in quarter number 1. It's been an offensive show from this squad. Dare I do the math? They're on pace for about 140 points.
Whatever it is, it's a lot of points. I know that for a fact. I'm no math major, but it's going to be a lot at this rate. We came here excited to see Gage Daly. We might not get to see him very much.
He hasn't really had to do a whole lot. That last run play was the 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. Enough. That one play, touchdown 95 yards. His whole number of passing yards, 93 from 2018 as a quarterback. Keep all-purpose yard stats, right? Hey.
Yes, we do. Ready for anything, Alex.
They count the same. Highland ready to kick it away, and it's Jackson Ray who will kick it away. Will be short of the end zone and will be taken back. About 4-yard line, roll to the right side, and he's taken down just shy of the 20-yard line. That's where Alhambra will start their drive.
of keeping the ball short of the end zone. I'm sure with his leg and all the high accolades this season, he get it into the end zone. But I think it's a calculated play. I think his unit can get down there, tackle for the yard line, which would Alhambra be able to have the ball impact.
1st and 10 from the 7 Lions. 2 to go in front. Having a ton of first quarter. Nice formation. Doubles to each side. Snap lot. They're tight to the line of scrimmage. Running back on the quarterback's right. Crockett makes the snap. 3-step drop. Tries to step up in the pocket and escape pressure. He will momentarily before being sandwiched just past the 20-yard line. Gain of a couple on 1st and 10.
Nice bit of awareness. Crockett there. He heard the footsteps coming from the backside. Stepped up in the pocket, saw a hole. Thought it was a good idea to just fall forward, get a couple yards there. That is the kind of offense that Alhambra needs here. A little bit more control, a little bit more time for the quarterback to throw it.
2nd and 7 coming from the 22-yard line. Just over 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Treese back into the game. You saw the sub from the bottom part of your screen. It's back in there. Linebacker takes the snap, hands it off to the left side. He hit his offensive lineman and drove back behind the line of scrimmage. It's been a swarm from this defense, especially those 3 up front.
You look at our roster right now, our call sheet with the starters, and just point. There's a high chance that somebody's getting a half tackle on each of these plays. That time, Treese, the one who shot the gap and set the tone there, getting to the ball carrier first, but about 5 or 6 black hats rallied to the football before the play was over.
.20 on the play clock as Alhambra breaks their huddle. 3rd and 9 for the 20-yard line. Lots of 2 on the previous play. Shotgun formation with 2 receivers, 1 to each side. The quarterback, Chico Crockett. Crockett with a hard count, and he think he got him to jump. We'll call a false start penalty, rather.
Hey, that's on us. That's on us. Come on. We're better than that.
Referee there is towards Highland. The encroachment on the defense. A 3rd and 9, rather. With 3rd and 4, the ball moved up to the 25-yard line. They need to get to 29.
Good job by Crockett there to make this 3rd down a lot more manageable. The hard count.
Well executed. That hard count. Really not easy to do. It requires a lot of coordination between the offensive line and the quarterback. You've got to be on the same page or you're going to get the ball start. That's what Highland thought happened there. 3rd and 4, throwing a bubble screen to the right side. He's coming back to it. We'll see where he gets forward progress, but he's tackled behind the 1st down marker. He caught it coming back across the 1st down marker. Depends on the spot.
Base one.
I think he's going to be about a yard shy.
Deep on their own end and already down 35-0. If Alhambra wants any chance of winning this game, they might as well go for it, and it looks like that's what they're doing.
4th and 1 from the 27. Have to get to the 28-yard line. Crockett in the pistol formation. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. Your score, your Highland Hawks 35, Alhambra Lions 0. We'll have a big 4th down play coming after this break. You're watching Highland Hawks football on the Highland Hawks TV network.
I'm over by the huddle. Where are you? Okay. Say you're on TV. Well, I know, but say you're on TV. Well, I'm gonna go right with you. Oh, they're starting. The quarter's
Back with you here in Gilbert, Arizona. The first quarter was all one-sided. It was all Hawks. And on a 4th down play, he tries to rush for the first down. It depends on the spot. It was a 4th and 1 play from their own 27. Had to get to the 28-yard line, and I think he might be short, Peyton.
Did not look from our vantage that he got there. We'll wait on the official ruling, though.
There's the suited section for the Highland Hawks. They're pumped up. As always, 11:38 left in the second quarter, and yet their team is already up 35-0.
What was that? Was that a head with a mohawk?
It very well may have been, Peyton.
Goodness.
There's one thing I can tell you about my time here in Gilbert is that Highland has a lot of school pride. Head coach Brock Farrell tweeted a cool video this morning. The whole school was pretty much in the atrium. They were singing the fight song in a big mosh pit. It's pretty cool to see. Gage Daly in the shotgun formation. He takes it, gonna throw deep down the left corner, and he's got him! It's another touchdown! Touchdown Hawks for Tyler Crandall! And there is a flag on the play.
We'll see if the play stands, but a beautiful ball nonetheless by Gage Daly. Not a very hard one for Tanner Crandall to catch as he stepped from the defensive back. That's exactly where you want that ball to be. In a position where the wide receiver can run underneath the football and catch it. Beautiful ball to the back shoulder. Good sign by Daly, but it looks like this one might get knocked out.
Ball started on Highland, and you got to think it was probably Crandall. Had a lot of space and a lot of daylight to work with. It's about 3 steps clear of the defensive back. Turn to Evan Maldonado on the bottom of your screen there, number 11 for Alhambra. 1st and 15 from the 32-yard line, handing off. Here he cuts back, and he has a huge hole up the middle. It's Max Davis. Max Davis cuts it back, and he's into the end zone. Next play, and another touchdown for the Highland Hawks.
5 offensive snaps and 5 touchdowns for the Hawks.
That's got to be some sort of record, Peyton.
It must be getting there. We are with 11 minutes and 10 seconds now, but with Arizona Scholastic rules having crossed that meridian there, with this extra point, Highland will have a running clock the rest of the way. The mercy rule works that if a team is up 42-0 at any point in the game or leading by 42, clock will run from there on out. So far, it does not look like Alhambra has what it takes to get back into this game, keep it from being in a mercy rule territory.
That is impressive. Very impressive. Your reading skills. You read the entire AIA high school football rules?
I did in only moments. I was not expecting that we'd be in this position this early in the game, but you got to think on your feet, right, Alex?
You read a 200-page manual in 5 minutes, guys.
Something like that, yes. Is that ASU education?
Or did you use Command F?
No, I looked it up on the internet, actually. Google's our friend, Alex.
It's giving you too much credit.
A little bit.
One thing I can give you credit for is your excellent color commentary.
Hey, man. No, it works when you got a great partner. It makes it a lot easier.
42-0 is the score between Highland and Alhambra. It's been a great opening game of this football season. It's only going to get better from here. The Highland Hawks have a great schedule lined up for the upcoming season. We'll have every one of those home games streamed live right here on the Highland Hawks TV network. Watching, great to have you with us. Thanks for sticking with us through some of our technical difficulties. We're set now to bring you some great high school football. We've already been bringing you it all night long. An hour of football, about 45 minutes rather. 7 touchdowns, all from the home side.
If this season goes anything like this, it's going to be a fun year, Highland fans.
I should say 6 touchdowns of 7 points each. And the kick is away from Jackson Ray. It's going to be fielded in the end zone. He will run it out, but in Arizona high school football, if a ball is kicked into the end zone, it is automatically a touchback.
Well, the kickoff is one of the more dangerous plays in the game, and at all levels of football, they've been playing around with rules, trying to at least limit some of the hits on those plays. That is one of them at the high school level, that if the ball at all travels into the end zone, it cannot be returned. It is automatically a touchback. And tonight we've seen a lot of Ray kicking it short, potentially, so they can prevent the ball starting at the 25. That time, just booted it into the end zone.
Iowa Hawks would like to remind you that we still have a few VIP seats remaining for our remaining home games. Not only will you get some convenient parking, great seats, but also your VIP pass will provide free admission 20 home, freshman, and JV games. Contact Jack Boone or visit hawksbooster.com. First and 10 for Alhambra from their own 20-yard line after the touchback.
Hey, let's go. Let's not get a sideline.
It's Chico Crockett in there in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 2 of them stacked to the top of your screen, 1 out wide to the top, 1 out wide to the right side, bottom of your screen. Corner on the bottom of your screen. It's number 23, Jashawn Lee. Stuffed in the backfield once again. This Highland defense has been racking up those TFLs, Peyton.
What a play, screaming off the edge, trying to get a look on who that number was. I believe it was Kyle Olson. Potentially also could have been another player, maybe Logan McGregor. I believe that was Olson, though. He came unblocked and got those hands up to disrupt the pass play, like you said. I do not believe that Alhambra has been able to move the ball for positive yardage once you factor in penalties so far in this game.
2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. No gain on that last play, so technically a tackle for loss. It's a no-gain play. Crockett in the shotgun formation with 4 receivers, doubles to each side, throwing one deep down the sideline and jumping and cutting off the route, nearly intercepted. The play, it falls incomplete.
Great break on the football there by the safety in that cover 2 shell that Highland likes to play a lot of, where the cornerback is in press man-to-man covers, the safety, though, in zone with his eyes seeing the entire field, saw that ball floating in the air, and even though the corner was beat, he was able to break on the football and dislodge it for an incompletion.
Hey, let's go.
Be 3rd and 10, 20-yard line after the Highland looks to another defensive stop.
Be a blitzing situation here, Alex.
Subs into the game for Highland. Shotgun formation for Crockett. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, takes his progression, and he is pancaked behind the line of scrimmage. What a tackle, and he jumped the gap. Fantastic job by number 43, Garrett Bullwinkle.
That is easy money for a defense. Again, they go with that A-gap linebacker blitz where the linebacker cheats up in the last second and just shoots the gap, comes untouched, and Crockett, before he knew anything was going on, was on his back for a sack.
He took one look through his progression, got his first look down, checked down, was looking for his check down route. He was just absolutely pancaked. Great play again by Garrett Bullwinkle, junior middle linebacker. Punt formation for Alhambra. It's 4th and 15 from their own 15-yard line. Play is whistled dead, or the punt is away. Highland up 42-0. You might start seeing some subs on both sides of the ball. Start for Alhambra. 5 yards back even further. It's now 4th and 20 from their own 10.
Look at that, Ty Johnson, the Highland alum, an Arizona State Sun Devil, is down on the field. Maybe they'll try to get him into the game.
Hey, Deuce. Let's go, Deuce. Go, Deuce.
Ty Johnson, the linebacker for Herm's Sun Devils, graduated from Highland about 2 years ago, and he is back here showing his support for his old high school.
Let's go, you're up.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks from the Alhambra 37-yard line. And correct me if I'm wrong, Peyton, but it looks like Highland has started when they have had an offensive possession inside Alhambra territory every single time.
I believe that is correct, and we've got some rotation now as some new receivers are into the game as well for Highland.
Bailey takes the snap, throwing on a pass, and was just overthrown. He would have been gone, potentially with a cutback.
Siren there. Daly had his guy, free release off the line. It looked like maybe some miscommunication by the defense of Alhambra. Daly's just got to settle down and wait another half second before letting that ball go. A little bit excited to hit his guy in stride for the touchdown. Just got to calm it down a little bit here on the second down. The first time Highland has run a play so far in this game and has not scored.
Is it off? Barreling forward, short of the first down. Of Highland their first third down tries here, as it's now third down, probably about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, something like that.
And 3 is on the big board from the 30-yard line. 4:26 to go. This second quarter of play. Daly in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Running back on his right, takes a snap, hands it off through the middle, cuts it back to the right side. He falls forward and gets the first down.
Good bit running there as back had to make an adjustment in the line of scrimmage, and I think it may actually be just a little bit short. As they said, his knee was down before the ball reached down. It's going to be 4th and short. See what Highland does. Be a good chance to get your kicker on here for a long kick.
He's had a pretty good leg so far. Looks like they will be sending out to the kicking team or the punting team. We'll see their formation once they set up.
Looks like it's going to be at least the appearance of a kick. They could obviously go to a fake. We've seen crazier things out of this Highland team.
Saw a couple of them just like this in the JV game. Will be number 15, Jackson Ray, to attempt a long field goal.
Alhambra does have a returner back in case it's short.
40-some yard field goal. The kick is away. It is up, and it is good. What a leg there from number 15, Jackson Ray.
That would have been good from 50. Oh my goodness, Jackson Ray had big shoes to fill with McNamara leaving last year to kick at Texas Tech. It doesn't look like he's got a problem. What a boot from the young man.
Ray, the 5'11 junior, 150 pounds, but he got all of that. Big punt into the uprights. Running clock means the clock has not stopped after the touchdown. It is running. 2:38 to go. Second quarter of play. Ready for the kickoff. Highland Hawks raise back out there. His first action is in a place-kicking field goal situation.
Jack, I say
Made it
just
count.
coach first. That's priority at half.
And Coach Brock Farrell, that's definitely good to know that your kicker, I'm sure you see it in practice, but in a long attempt, you have to do it.
First, he's priority at half.
And that's what happens in games like that. You're in such a good position early in the game. You can try things. You can let kids really explore the potential that they have, and right there, Ray took advantage of the opportunity.
It's running. Only got a minute 12 to work with now. Packed house here tonight in Gilbert. Home side bleachers, the west side of the stadium, is completely full. It's the play clock and the game clock still running. 45 seconds to go. This opening half of play. Rocket takes the snap, pitches the handoff forward, a little shovel pass, and he goes around the left side, the right side rather, taken out of bounds. That was number 23, Kyron Samuels, doing the little pitch forward. See that very often.
Yeah, they went to the little pop pass, trying to hope and catch the defense napping a little bit there, getting an athlete outside and into space. Nothing doing though. Highland has not lost their edge on defense just yet.
Play clock does stop inside the final minute. Just for the moment, the clock is stopped at 25 seconds flat.
Alhambra is out of timeouts now, though. I do believe they whistled one, regardless of the clock stoppage. There is some stoppage of play. Alhambra is out of timeouts, though.
Stay tuned after the first half is complete. We'll go down to our third member of our team. Jack Johnson is working the sidelines and working his sources. He'll have Coach Brock Farrell coming up.
It was the fastest scoring. It was 21-0. Exactly 1. And we only ran like 2 or 3 offenses. Like you ran 2 offenses, yeah. You ran 2 runs, you had to kick it 3 times. The other team, they wouldn't know all formations.
Oh, and then they run the same play every time, and now it's starting to get eaten up. They're using that same screen every time.
But we got our second stringers in there now.
Well, and the clock's running too.
29 seconds to go in the second quarter of play. Crockett alone in the backfield. 5 receivers, 2 to the left. He evades pressure and goes through the middle. Found some space between the linebackers, and he's up for the first down of the first half. The Alhambra Lions.
It comes a little bit too late, though, as it looks like that might be the last play of this first half.
They have 12 seconds to get it going here. Let's see if they will get one off, and it seems like Crockett's trying to motion his team to the line of scrimmage for one more play. It's going to be probably a Hail Mary here. 3 seconds to go, 2. They get the snap off 5 receivers. He's going to throw a short pass, and they're going to try a lateral. It's not going to work, and play will be over for the first half. At the end of the first half of play, your Highland Hawks 45, the Alhambra Lions 0. A dominating performance, Peyton, from all facets of this team in the first half, and they got the running clock to go with it.
Offense, defense, special teams. On a play-to-play basis, I can't say I've seen a dominant half of football like that in a long time. Highland has had everything go their way, and I'm sure they're heading into this locker room happy here, up 45-0.
And we're going to send it down to the third member of our team, Jack Johnson, who's with head coach Brock Farrell.
And with how proud of you, team, second, and everyone's, would you like to second to be happy?
Just like to see clean football, see false starts, and get up. And don't get first downs, don't get first downs. I don't want to see us fly tackle. I want us like those things. I think they'll have.
All in all, though, it was a good start for you guys. Going into the locker room, what's the message from the team?
2 things. One, the guys that started the game, cheer the rest of your team. And guys that are playing, it's your opportunity, so it's like.
Thanks so much, Coach. It's Coach Brock Farrell. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you so much for your reporting. Head coach Brock Farrell goes to the locker room with a huge lead for his side, 45-0. But they are not going to take any time off as they come back. They want the same energy, like he said to our reporter Jack Johnson. We'll take a short break here at Gilbert, Arizona. It's Highland High School leading Alhambra 45-0. You're listening and watching to high school football on the Highland Hawks TV network.
He said he was very happy. I'm happy because my second string son gets to go win.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, this is the one game.
It's good.
That's good.
It's the perfect setup for the first game.
That's awesome.
Everybody gets in. Everybody.
No. That's fun. All right, thanks for that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment many of you have been waiting for. To direct your attention to the field as we proudly introduce the 2019 edition of the Highland High School Marching Band. Since arriving on the scene 26 years ago, the Highland Marching Band has built a reputation of music excellence that is unmatched in Arizona. Highlights go back over a quarter of a century now and include such recent accolades as the Avona State Marching Band Championship in 2009, the ACMBA Marching Band Championship in 2016, and the 2017 ACMBA High Music Award. The band has finished in the top 10 in Arizona Division I for 26 consecutive years, and the quest for season 27 begins tonight with this, their first performance of the season. This year's band is 148 members strong and includes 99 brass and woodwinds, 21 percussion, 21 member field guard, and 3 drum makers. Their competition program is shutout. It features both original compositions
Actually, I say that next slide. We're gonna. Yeah. Yeah. Go right by this. set this down somewhere?
Ranger Michael Engelberger. Is your band ready? Performing their 2019 program, Shout. Highland High School Marching Band, you may take the field.
How's your battery? What?
How's your battery?
It's fine now. I have an extra one just in case, but I'm going to take this one down. Is this one? Is there anything you need to fix?
We were Alhambra, okay? We were all
That was my
Straight up,
Alhambra.
straight up, this is the worst high school football team. I know, I made sure everything was muted. I made sure it was muted.
You don't know about it.
I could not hear through this. They've got people texting me telling me I'm hoping that
Something, I don't know if it was us or not. That's the thing.
so
I did hear something I don't like. Not any of these two, obviously, but for maybe something else that was close enough.
this is the worst high school.
That was the worst part. I mean, in Arizona.
Dude, they scored the first 5 times they touched the ball.
Hey, go down to the 3A level.
This is 6A.
Yeah, they don't need to be here.
Oh my god.
It's not based on skill, it's based on school size.
Yeah.
That's how the divisions are.
There's a high school that I feel so bad for them. They were so bad.
I feel bad for the quarterback because at least it seems like he kind of knows what he's doing.
So it's like,
No, literally, it's like he has 2 seconds.
I know how I felt. I'd be like,
Well, here's something to know. They have matched the amount of points that scored on top of that game last year in the first half. They were at 45 seconds last year.
what do you want to talk about when we come back to you?
have you guys talked about running back? No. I'll talk about that.
But say something like, we'll send it down. I'm going to say, send it down to Jack. He's going to count you down. Travis is when we send it back to you. So when we go live, I want Travis tells him like 20 or 30 because I'm going to say, welcome back for 45-0. Second half, so much to get underway. We're going to go back to our sideline reporter, Jack Johnson.
Okay, so we're going to start with the sideline. So the plan is we're going to bring it back up here and throw it down in before the half starts.
Yes. So we're going to come back with like let's say 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. There's 2 minutes on a timer. We're going to start.
He has hockey hair.
We're going to start broadcasting at 2 minutes, which means you're probably going to go on when the clock says 1:30.
One other thing. Who's the ESU player? Who is the ESU?
Guy Johnson is the second string linebacker.
41. Can we get him? We can try.
Probably he's walking around on the sideline. I'll make sure, I'm pretty certain that's his name, but
Do we have a roster? It wouldn't matter.
Oh, it's online. Search AC.
yeah, Tyler Johnson.
I'm listening on the stream, and his mic was cutting out.
6'5", 258.
It was cutting out. It was going in and out.
Oh, Tyler Johnson. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to hear that.
I like that plan.
It was?
Yes. I'm gonna go track it now. Maybe it was the.
Well, no, don't track him down yet. These we're coming back with you. Track him down when the second half starts.
Okay, when the second half starts.
Yeah, because we want to
during a
We need
timeout.
entertainment value.
well,
in
just-
between this and
I'm gonna track him down. I'm gonna track him down. Yeah, it's just. I'm gonna track him down. And be like, we come to you during. What? I'm gonna
Hey, Jack, is your mic on?
No, it's off. Just check.
It's off?
Ladies and gentlemen, your nationally recognized and award-winning Highland High School marching band. The director of bands at Highland High School is Mr. Kevin Bennett.
Face this way. All right, we're ready to go.
Welcome back to high school football in Gilbert, Arizona. It's the first week of the 2019 football season. We've had a doozy of a game. Peyton Gallagher alongside me, Alex Gall, here with you. The Highland Hawks leading the Alhambra Lions by a score of 45-0 after one half of play. It was complete dominance by the Hawks in all facets in the first half. They scored 7 times, 7 touchdowns. And now on to the third member of our team, Jack Johnson, for a sideline report. Jack, what you got for us?
Well, guys, we spoke to Coach Brock Farrell right before he went on to that all last night about how he's seen the program evolve over the time since he started in 2017. Obviously, the accolades have rolled in for this coach. He was the Arizona Cardinals Coach of the Year last year in 2018. In 2019, obviously, the start could not be much better. It is 45-0. The score is going well. And the players that have not seen a lot of game action before are getting in. Obviously, the storyline's coming in. A lot of veterans have left this team. Seniors have graduated. Now the upperclassmen, our juniors, are coming up from the JV team. They're going to see some action in the second half. But for Coach Brock Farrell, he told me this is a place bursting at the seams and ready to see good football. He brought it last year. We'll see if he can bring it last year. The foundation is there, but can he get back to the same place? The state semifinal this year, this has been a perfect step in the right direction for this Highland Hawks football team. Back up to you guys.
Thank you so much, Jack, and we're just about ready for the second half of play between the Alhambra Lions and the Highland Hawks. Peyton, you watched the first half. There will be a running clock here in the second half. What were some of your big takeaways for the Highland Hawks?
Highland is executing at a very, very high level so far. Alhambra looks a little bit disorganized on the field, and it looks like Highland's been able to take, well, I shouldn't say looks like, it is a fact. Highland has been able to take advantage of all the miscues, plenty of turnovers that they've been able to turn their way, punch it into the end zone. Now you get some of the backups a chance to play. Looked at it last year, they had so much turnover, right? Only 3 returning starters. You look down the roster, there's a lot of seniors on this team as well. These are important snaps to get your backups some experience so that when the time comes, whether it's this year or next, that they're ready to play.
The Highland Hawks are making their way back onto the field for the second half of play, and this crowd is still just as raucous as when we began this game just over an hour and 15 minutes ago. Second half now, 45-0 Highland. Peyton, we're going to see a lot more people get involved here in the second half of play.
Yeah, we're really going to have to open up the rosters here and look up and down and to find some of these guys. Luckily, we got to call the JV game yesterday, so there might be some crossover there, but right now everything going Highland's way. And for Gage Daly, we'll see if he comes back out here in the second half, but he's going to have to get acquainted with some new targets as it looks like the starters are done.
Highland's still taking their time to warm up. You've got a warm-up period of 1 minute and 38 seconds left on the clock. Then we'll have more high school football for you here in Gilbert, Arizona. It's a spectacular backdrop here in Gilbert in the East Valley. As the sun set over the field as the game began, you could see the Superstition Mountains to the east. Camelback Mountain is to the north and west of this location here. It's a really good place to watch football on a Friday night.
It's been a great atmosphere right now. We remarked before the game and how beautiful the surroundings of the stadium are, and so far the confines of this building have been plenty friendly to Highland fans, as well as the scenery on the field has matched the quality of the scenery around it.
Just about a minute away from kickoff here in the second half, and we're very thankful you were able to join us here today. It's been a great game, as we've been talking about since we came back. We'd like to thank Salerno's for providing the pregame meal for the Varsity Highland players today. We would also like to thank Dr. Sam Bullwinkle from the Arizona Smile Center for being a black sponsor and for donating halftime Gatorades to the Highland Hawks varsity squad. He's also agreed to replace any teeth that might be lost during today's game, Peyton.
I hope that is not the case. Hopefully nobody has to call on a favor here, but it has been a hard-hitting game so far. Hopefully Highland can get out of this one with all smiles intact.
I'd also like to thank our Hawks Nest sponsors. It's a real tongue twister right there. I would like to thank our Hawks Nest sponsors, Desert Family Medicine at Gold Canyon and Legacy Funeral Home, for their support of the Highland Hawks athletic program. Clock has hit 0, and it will be shortly 12 minutes of football in the third quarter and 12 more in the fourth quarter between Alhambra and the Highland Hawks. Alhambra has taken the field on the left side of your screen. Bottom of your screen, the Highland players are still huddled up. We'd also like to thank our black level sponsors, Arizona Smile Center. They're going to replace those teeth, Peyton. And Evans, Dove, Nelson, Fisher, and Greer. Those families, we thank you for your support of Highland Athletics. All right, throw a different angle at you, Peyton. If you're Alhambra, what is your goal here in the second half? With the game pretty much out of hand, but there's still a lot of things that you can take away for a first week of the season.
Well, it is early. It is the very first part of the season, and what you want to do in this position is not let your heads get down. You want to execute your offense and start preparing some of the stuff that you want going into the next game. Now, it is not likely that you're going to win this football game here, but theoretically, Highland scored 45 points and a half, so can Alhambra. They just have to take the scoreboard out of the equation and play football like there is no tomorrow, and it's 0-0.
Jackson Ray will kick off once again for Highland to begin the third quarter. There will be a running clock for as long as Highland stays above the 42-point lead threshold. It's fielded in the end zone. It will be a touchback to begin the second half for Highland.
Now right here on this first drive, it is crucial for Alhambra to try and set the tone. They've not been able to have the run game growing, but they've had some success with the screen game. They got to get clever here and find out ways that they can fool this Highland defense, especially with some of the second unit guys in the game.
And the student section is going absolutely crazy right now, and presumably because a lot of the second stringers are in who don't see a ton of playing time. Definitely a cool moment for some of these guys. See Cooper Stevens out there. Hassel as well. There's a number of second stringers on there, and they're getting some time and some run here in the second half. Pistol formation as we begin the second half of play. Two receivers for Alhambra. He'll try and rush right through the middle off the pistol. He'll get a couple. The band is going in front of the student section now as well.
They were excited. I've never seen. Our sideline reporter, Jack Johnson, said this to me, and I agree. I have never seen a school so excited to see their band perform as this Highland crowd was for the band at halftime, and the band is tearing it up down there on the track in front of the students.
We got all the tubas in a line. We'll see if we can get a shot of them for you. They're singing right and playing right for the student section. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool sight to see. Shotgun formation, 2nd and 6 from the Alhambra 24-yard line. Doubles to each side for the quarterback, Chico Crockett. Crockett has a man in motion. He goes behind him, now hands it off running, and he jumped the gap and jumped it beautifully. And it's a nice tackle, another tackle for a loss for this Highland defense. Tyson Lomu, the outside 6-foot linebacker, makes the tackle, and he shot the gap really nicely there.
And it's, Alex, a long season, and a lot of these guys will, at some point or another, see playing time. So to see them come out here and execute immediately at a high level is always a good sign, and it looks like we got a player down for Alhambra.
I believe the clock does stop with an injury, so it's 10:34 on the clock. It's stopped at the moment. 3rd and 12 from the 19 after the injury timeout. Sort of a big play coming here at 3rd and 12 from the 19-yard line, trying to set a tone from the second half. Either side really could set that tone right here on this play. 3rd and 12 from the 19-yard line. Crockett in the shotgun formation with doubles to each side. 2 in the slot, 2 out wide. Takes the snap, Crockett. Crockett looking to left, has some space, and he's tackled. He's brought down behind the line for another sack from this Highland Hawks defense.
Everybody getting involved. Pressure just breaking down there as the pocket collapsed. Crockett tried to step up, but there was no time for him to do so as he's tackled for another sack, and he's going to head off the sideline and give way to the punt unit here.
So it will be 4th and 16 from the Alhambra 14-yard line, and it looks like they're going to punt it away. Punt is taken, and it is away from Andy Ramirez. He's brought down, no fair catch called. He's at the 41-yard line of Alhambra. I believe the tackle, number 14, Reggie Dobbs.
It's an odd sequence there as a Highland player picked the ball up. Just kind of looked over the ref to blow the play dead as he was tackled in almost what looked like slow motion. But if there is one bit of solace that Alhambra can take from this game is that Hunter Rodriguez has been good to this point. Several nice punts from him on the evening.
So Highland takes over, 1st and 10 from the Alhambra 40-yard line. Daly takes the snap, hands it off to the right side rather, to the top of your screen. He's right about at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, we could just do it at quarter because the clock's running. The quarter's going to end pretty quick. At the quarter break, because I don't think the quarter's going to last that long because of the running clock.
Quarterback for the Highland Hawks is number 5, Taylor Siren, 6'2" junior. He throws over the middle, and he throws a bit long for his receiver. Good luck out there towards the end zone. Was trying to hit number 85, Colton Ellsworth. Tight end. Get there. 3rd and 12 coming for the Hawks.
So the day of Gage Daly is done. It was a productive one. He did his job, got in, got out. Now time for Siren to take the show over and hopefully keep the offense humming along. Long 3rd down here.
The new running back is Josh Allen. He'll get the carry there. Number 46 gets back to the original line of scrimmage on 1st and 10. That is the 40-yard line, but not much more. It'll be 4th and 9 from the Highland Hawks.
Yeah, the quarter should be done pretty
I would imagine they would having nothing really to gain by going for it, but it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Maybe coach is just going to get some reps for his young offense.
Kingsford, the 5'11" junior, just 143 pounds, and he cut inside on the DB. Made a nice route there.
Quick cut, but they preach as a coach when running routes like that, timing routes, is you want to get up on the defender's toes. You want to step on their toes so that they don't have any time to react to you cutting. He did just that, and the ball was well placed with a lot of speed.
Shotgun formation for Siren. 3 stacked left receivers. Got through the middle, and he almost got a poke free. The last man was able to tackle him. Number 46, Josh Allen. The hand off, got him on a slant pass. Hands off Allen. Siren did. Barrel down. Like the ball may have come loose at the end of the play. Dead. The Hawks have nice down by Allen. Siren snap Takes the handoff now, and he almost jumped the gap. Pass is complete. He's up the 5-yard line. Second goal from the 5. Second and 2 from the 6-yard line. Right. Down, get it. Second 2. Siren, got Allen. Receiver stacked out line side. Man in motion. Side of the line. Siren direct traffic out. Receiver, that back. Go, Blake not going, hands off Allen. Allen bounces the left side, falls forward, and he might have it. No signal from the referee yet. I think we're going to call him rush. To go 5-0 Highland, 52. Shotgun formation, Siren, 2 receiver out the side, hands off Allen. Allen into the end zone. Touchdown, touchdown Hawk. Side 17.
We're all set down here whenever you're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a part of Gilbert Public Schools, we are holding a special election for an override on bond. This is a mail-in election only. Please look for your ballot on October 10th. If you aren't registered to vote, the deadline is October 7th. Please register to vote.
James X.
Wait till the end of the quarter.
Island. Side. Exit raise kick is good. See on your screen the closer speaking. Doesn't take double. Signal going, they went in. Some of them have, some have spots. Basically, like 6 players have to go side and one has to tag 8 players as he can. It's pretty crazy. Get up, chance. It's like each side has. Once someone's tagged, they have to get back to the middle. Have to count, so it becomes attack game. Defending team has to attack the guy who attacked. It's crazy. It's like football, man. It's crazy. Having game actually match like I was to, and you know, watching watch like that. You never 2-0 is our off. It's a team at Highland High School. That kickoff from Ray is fielded in the end zone. Side. Talk about ASU player and Highland Johnson making his way up and down the Highland side. Down that side. Varsity in Arizona. Highland made their one out. They got down. I'm out running on covers. Highland is 0. We got a perfect parking down today.
Maybe 52 to a lot can learn. They're all around now watching huddles that allows these abuse his TV to coach these players in truly stuff. You know, player. Using to head on football truly.
Some of the team film from in the book. Just seconds after that.
Thank you.
So
We get for the extended play for the 40-yard line, rather the 20-yard line. It's after the touchback. Or it has 40 up.
Again, I want to thank the big Highland team sponsors for
I know.
Mesa Motors.
Some of our platinum sponsors contain Chicken Pickers, Health Services, Buffalo Spot, Parts Wire, and Good Now, Ortho, Arizona, West Homes, Diversified Builders, Big Tree Landscaping, and Epic Systems. Thank you so much for your support of Highland Athletics.
still side.
Making a 10 from 20-yard line is in the quarter of play. Big snap going deep down the field. He's got some daylight. The corner and the safety jumping up for it, and it's incomplete. Really good try out of need around. Ran a great route. Mike Sanchez up the left side. Found some daylight. Back safe. Come down.
Shot. See, Sanchez just a second.
Here is his hand punting duties for Alhambra tonight, so he's been pretty busy even as a back. 0.
All right, how about that Highland
That's
High School
event.
Spirit Line?
Turn.
Make some noise.
1. And 5 go. 20-yard line. It's 3rd and 10. Receivers to each side for Alhambra. Doubles. Slot out wide. Snap. Out left side. Had some deep pressure. Trying to catch him down the field, and it's nearly intercepted, and it falls incomplete. It's almost the same type of play. They were going for Mike Sanchez once again. Corner of Highland was picked off.
Same. So Sanchez.
Good rotation by the safeties of Highland. They put that zone safe. It might jump around, but wasn't just enough. Down. It's like a team. Something else. About 6 down. There's nobody back there to return Highland. So dead at the snap. Penalty. Silence. And there, huddle with his players. In our halftime, Jack Johnson, Farrell told Jack that his same type of energy, no matter what they were bench half, they were playing in the first half, now on the bench. Same energy the entire game. It's just happens. Something that a lot of coaches ask for. It's easier said than done.
Like you said, season. Guys just guys.
Mike Sanchez up, it's down 48-yard line. It's a Alhambra down. Yeah, it's up 2.
Season. Necessarily shape, necessarily intensity, national.
Tonight, it's like see it third. Seven.
Injured player on the field.
Side.
Number 37.
8. Guesses it's a cramp. So,
And again, as I said,
well,
Fans make sure to get 50-50 raffle tickets. I'm about to read the winning number. 50-50 raffle ticket. Winning number 9664996. Once again, that's 966496. Bring that winning raffle ticket to the press box.
some room to run, and he hit another hole. He might be gone to the 20 and tackled at the 15-yard line. Really good tackle by number 8 with Martinez. So
Flag on the play.
Bounce inside is number 50, Caleb Woodruff. Get there. Inside.
With Dalton Batal, please report to the press box. Dalton Batal.
See. Zero.
On that last play, with receiving the handoff is number 55, Cooper Stevens.
Set. See. Short.
Carry play by number 22, Braden Bond.
Down.
Back to punt for the Highland Hawks, number 15, Jackson
Highland
Gray.
fans. So sees it. Has some tough opponents on at home. So Highland punted away. Looks like Brandon Ray, Jackson Ray that is, stepping off it. Decision. Ray got off. Now he's down on the sideline. Jackson's okay down. See that? It's absolutely incidental attack. Seven. It's the re-enters. Still formation, two receivers, one each side. Is it off? Lights fly and it's still dead. Say a big see. 0 as it's 22 seconds to go. Still fortunate. Rock receiver stack. Side. Up. Take it down. Isaiah Big attack back. Now we're going to go down to a member of our team, Jack Johnson. Update. Number 15, Jackson.
Guys, just a brief hit. And Jackson Ray, who noticed was limping off the field after his Highland is at the present time. I just spoke to one of the coaches. He is cramping, getting it stretched out. He's a kicker, and so should be good to go. Just getting stretched out. He'll be set to turn. Maybe not tonight, but he'll be good to go in future games. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Jack. Great to see that Brandon's doing okay. Jackson is okay. Kicks. Crockett takes a shot downfield, and it's incomplete. Secondary.
Penalty flag on the play.
That's the damn quarterback's fault.
Right out.
I mean, what do you freaking expect? I'm done with this year. I can't. Like, you want to throw a deep ball with the safety guy. They're so bad. It like pisses you off. It's literally a waste of my time.
See the light. It's again stop. It's a now with slow.
It's not a good time.
It's
Not
like
a good time for us to shut up.
Jin-
This is the last
since
play.
Jesus
They can scream it after this play.
left side of the line, 3 receiver side.
I'm pretty sure they put their starting safeties
Big
in now.
snap that side, right, not down.
Yeah,
A
they
little bit of daylight there, jumping up and not able to come up with it. He's tried it a couple times tonight to Mike Sanchez up the near sideline. Both times, safety and DB were able to get enough trouble.
I would blast the crap out of somebody on this play. How dare they try to score?
12 seconds to go in the game.
They're going to throw a deep ball. Safety should kill this.
To go.
He's just
4
gonna
seconds
lock
to
it
go.
in the air.
Seconds, and now takes the snap. This is the last one down. He's going to be sacked for the last play of the game as the whistle blows. And the first game is in the books. Your Highland Hawks take home a 52-0 shutout victory in week 1 of the high school football season. our platinum sponsors tonight, Landsea Homes, Avnani Windows and Doors, Aspen Therapy, East Valley Tires, Grand Plumbing, Taylor Homes, Granite, Vegan Construction, Metro Fire Equipment, Marlem Industries, and Mike. Yes, it was a great time being with you tonight. And we are so thankful. Keep tuned with all of the stuff on Highland Twitter at Highland Hawks FB on Twitter. Latest updates on Highland football throughout the 2019 season. We come back every Friday to this YouTube page, Highland Hawks Network. Peyton and I for the rest of the 2019 campaign. Highland made it to semifinals last year. They do it again, go farther. See, but it's a start tonight. Final, Highland 52, Alhambra 0.
And family and friends for coming out and supporting on our very first night. Can't thank you
Some of
enough
the
for coming out.
takeaways for you,
Highland
Peyton.
Hawks.
It's
Please
a
drive
big win.
safely, and once again, please do not go
Alhambra
on the field this evening. Family and friends, stay off the grass tonight. Players will come to you to celebrate. All right, thank you once again for supporting Highland Hawk football.
Sideline, Jack Johnson with Highland starting running back. And foot number 6, the senior. Jack, what you got for us? So it was second. Students. No. Daniel Wood, 6. He had a fantastic night. Has back to you. Thank you, Mac. Great. And Matt, Dave. You see, smile. Excited to see they act. Once again, thank all of our sponsors here tonight. We also still have a VIP seats remaining. It's a convenient parking, great seats. VIP Pass will also provide free admission to home freshman G-Day games. Contact Jeff Booner, boxbooster.com. The rest of our terrific crew here, Travis Whitaker, Jack Johnson down on the sidelines with Jack Monterey on camera on the sidelines, or Peyton Gallagher, I'm